happy birthday stream for him.
I'm surprised you let you put
Yeah,
your
and
glasses on like that.
yeah, well, actually, my sister did that. Yeah,
You didn't wear them long though.
yeah. I mean, he probably is, but I thought it was like still a cool picture.
Yeah.
But yeah, welcome to the insanity of Alvin's live stream. And before we get started and talking about anything tonight, I just wanted to say a special happy first heavenly birthday to my family's cat Boots, who unfortunately passed away a week ago, last Monday, and today would have actually been his 13th birthday. So, but since he's across the rainbow bridge and spinning it in heaven, and I'm calling it his first heavenly birthday. So yeah, happy first heavenly birthday to Booty Boy, since that was like his nickname. Well, I mean, we always called him Boots, but his nickname to us was Booty Boy. You hear us calling that a lot. Yeah. But yeah, now I'll take the photo off. I just wanted to start it off like that, but yeah.
Awesome.
Now let's see who shows up.
That's live stream.
Yeah.
And that's just what we'll do.
Yeah, that's just what we'll do. So gonna. I love how you said that. I feel like, oh my god.
Center's like me.
Yeah, Center's like me. Yeah, who's looking forward to Saturday?
All right.
Yeah. Now let's see who shows up. Yeah, Trish may be a little late, but I mean she's taking a shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
so yeah.
No, I'm gonna enjoy these. Really.
Yeah.
Probably a lot more than I will the Garth ones. I mean, I enjoyed
the album reviews.
It wasn't. Let me put it like this. It wasn't like I had fun doing them with you and Trish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Garth can just be a complex fucking, thing to, do album reviews on because you have that love-hate for Garth sometimes. We don't have for Eric at all.
So you don't have a love-hate relationship with, right? I was wondering, does pretty much everything Eric puts out, like, are you pretty much a fan of, or even his worst songs, you would still be able to listen to them, if that makes sense.
I can listen to him, even his worst stuff. It's just that, like, God. I mean, here's the problem I have.
Yeah.
Eric, for one, Eric Church doesn't have the attitude that Garth has. Okay.
Yeah.
Garth may act all humble and stuff, but he has an ego problem. Eric Church don't have that. Eric Church's music, it's just, I don't know, it's different, and I love the way he does things.
Yeah.
And his albums are just like I could find, like, when I listen to 99% of all of Eric Church's albums, I don't feel that any tracks on his album are throwaway tracks.
Oh, okay.
Every song on that album could be a potential single. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So when you listen, I was wondering, is there, like, on Garth's albums, for example, do you feel like there's a lot of songs on the on his albums that you just feel like were throwaway tracks? Like, you can definitely understand why they were never released as a single or something.
Except for maybe Gunslinger. Well, I can't say that for Gunslinger. I think that one song, Sugarcane, was like a film track.
Okay.
Now, my personal opinion is, I think what Garth does is he goes out and he finds. So let's say he does a 15 song album, right?
Yeah.
Let's just throw that out. Okay. He might find let's say 6 or 7 really good songs that are single worthy. Now, whether all of them are released singles, that's sometimes not up to guard. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it may be now, since it's, he owns his own label and all that stuff. But I'm just saying that as an artist that would like be on, say, a such and such record label. Okay.
Yeah.
The other 7 songs are going to be good songs, but they're not really what you would say number one status. Maybe they might be a top 10, maybe top 15, something like that, maybe. And some of them are just songs like, "Hey, I need to fill this album up." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's say out of a 15-track album, you might have 10 songs that are worthy enough to be on the radio. Okay, the other 5 are just going to be tracks you just fill the album up with. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't feel that when I listen to an Eric Church record.
Oh.
Like, even like, I'm just gonna be honest. When we do the Outsiders, that's gonna be fun because I love that. Still to this day, I think that might be my favorite record by Eric Church.
Yeah. I think. I'll be right back. It's my sister.
Okay. Yep. I'm gonna be right back, guys. So I guess I'll just take over the stream right now. Where's everybody at? Oh yeah, we're here. Alvin had to step away for a minute. He got a phone call, so he should be right back. Yep, yep. Fun, fun. So it's just me trying to let everybody know that Alvin is live. Man, I tell you. Are you waiting in the are you waiting to come in on StreamYard, or are you just gonna stay in YouTube? Not StreamYard, I meant Restream, damn it. Damn it. Yep.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm okay, Trish. I was just talking to my sister, and I just I know that well, Bill's like on the phone, so I know he like muted his mic and everything, but I just didn't want to be loud or anything. But damn. Oh.
All right, the greatest of all time is back.
Yeah, welcome back, Bill, and I guess welcome back to myself. I didn't notice you got a phone call too or something. So
Yeah. Trish was in the comments. She said, "Are you okay, Alvin?"
yeah, I'm okay. It's just oh no, my sister called me and yeah, like this may sound crazy, but I may have to go back up to my apartment's like office tomorrow because apparently my AC is on the flips again or something. It's getting really hot inside my apartment just randomly like earlier this afternoon. I've just been kind of like accepting it, wondering what's going on because I can be in front of my AC and I could feel more like cool air coming through, but it's not like spreading. And Amy was basically telling me that because she asked me how hot it was in my apartment, and my thermostat says it's 93 in my apartment again. So apparently my AC isn't fixed, and now I gotta let them know that I don't know, like what were those people doing yesterday? What like did they not fix it? Like it worked for a minute or something? Because I mean my apartment felt pretty cool yesterday. So basically, that's the only thing I'm kind of like irritated about, and because I'm more of a like I'm not sure what the right word for this is, but I'm the kind of person who tolerates situations because I don't want to make a scene or something. And so that's one reason why I've basically just been toughing out this situation being hot and everything, just hoping like I don't know, like things are gonna fix itself even though I know that's not reality. But the thing is, I just don't want to have to like continue to like bug them, like become that person, like you need to fix my AC or I'm not paying my rent next month or something because I know some people like that, and I don't want to risk like getting evicted or something. I guess that's what I worry about, that I'm gonna like have eyes on me or something, like. And yeah, it really does suck, Trish. Like, so yeah, like Amy was telling me, like first thing in the morning, I need to tell them that. because she was like, because it's like 95 degrees outside or 94 degrees, and she said her apartment is like 72 in her apartment like all the time, and so I was like, yeah, okay, so something's definitely not right.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's wrong with my AC.
That sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how they fixed it, and then it's still like now it's like acting like it wasn't fixed to begin with.
That's not good.
Yeah, so I guess that's very suckish. I guess lately. So.
That's sucky wucky. No goody
Yeah,
goody.
sucky wucky. Happy about it.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, so I guess Trish was the only one who like showed up in the comments and everything.
Robert said he wanted to be here, but his throat hurts.
Oh, okay.
Says he hopes it's gonna be better.
Oh, okay.
Well, if not, we might have to postpone it another week.
We're down.
That sucks.
Yeah, she needs to tell them as soon as possible. They fix something, but probably just need to fix the second piece. Yeah, maybe that's. I guess that could be possible because I don't know. I don't see that's the thing. I'm not like. I mean, like a repair person. I don't know like any parts like doing AC or anything like that. So I don't know. I just watched it. I thought they were like professionals, and so. But apparently, I mean, they missed something when they were here.
Is your
So
thermostat happening? Well, I don't know if they'd make the thermostat or not, but
yeah,
I don't know if our company made like air conditioners for like or anything like that. Work with a
yeah,
company called McQuay, and they were bought out by another company called Daikin,
yeah.
and they made they've made air conditioners for just the only thing they didn't do was residential. Um,
Oh,
but they did like commercial buildings, office buildings, high rises and stuff like that, hotels,
oh yeah,
stuff. Um, I know. At one time we did a big order for Trump Tower,
yeah.
but um, I just want if it
Well,
didn't
when
work.
that happened to mine, they first had to fix something outside, then had to replace a part inside. It has worked good ever since, huh? Well, that's what I thought they did because they did something inside, but they also did something outside, and then they checked it and it worked, or like at least pretty much yesterday it did. And so I'm wondering what happened. Like, did one of the parts, what like they replaced or whatever, did it just die this morning or something? I don't know. I don't understand how this could have happened, if that makes sense. Because once something is fixed, you would think it's going to work for at least a good while. So
You would think so, but you know how that is.
yeah, yeah, true. I'm just trying to because I know the summer pretty much just started, but I don't know. That's basically it. I'm just trying to survive the summer. And that's a true story.
That's right. Yeah.
But yeah, Trish. So did you have a nice shower? Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, it's nice and crazy. I may take a shower myself after the stream. Probably a cold one because it's so damn hot in my apartment.
You mentioned shower and cold one.
Yeah. Oh, I needed a shower and a cold one. Happy about it?
Oh, I'm ecstatic.
He's ecstatic.
She probably had more fun if somebody was with her, but.
Oh yeah, she said OMG, yes. Yeah, baby.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Since I'm just gonna say a few things right quick.
Okay.
So I'm going to hopefully. I don't know if it'll be tonight because I got to work tomorrow. If I'd have thought about it last night, I would have done it. But I'm thinking about doing another episode of the Rebel Within podcast, and the title being the title's going to be "Being Brutally Honest."
Okay.
Okay. And then, like I was telling you before, the stream started, that I haven't made an announcement yet, but thinking about taking a hiatus right now from my media podcast. Although I am going to try to do an episode on that Chris Ledoux album when it comes out, and because I just really haven't. To me, honestly, I just haven't had any. I like doing old stuff, and I love doing stuff that I think that is going to make a difference, or maybe other people haven't done.
Yeah.
But I was thinking of, I got some stuff I want to do, and that I'm still going to plan on doing. But as of right now, it's probably going to be a little while before any of that stuff gets done. And I really, lately, I just haven't found anything I found worthy enough to want to do as far as new. So I've been just sort of kind of like, it just kind of been that way. So like I said, I got some stuff that I'm planning on doing. Whether they get done or not, that's another story. When they'll get done, I don't know. But I haven't. I've kind of. I have kind of put my other podcasts on the back burner.
Okay.
To do some more episodes of at least my Rebel Within podcast. And I'd like to maybe someday doggone do my podcast, the Wild Bill podcast, where I do my theories of, like, people's death and stuff like that, how I think it happened, or disappearances or some shit like that. Because I did that one episode with Brandon Lee, and I had planned on doing an episode on Kurt Cobain, and I just never got around to doing it, and it just kind of sat there, and I didn't even think, I had totally forgot about that podcast until the other day, until Trish said something about it, when she was wanting to know if I would be part of the podcast network. And so, so I got some stuff that I want to do. It just depends on with my schedule and everything coming up, and along with Eric Churches and stuff. I got a lot that I got a lot of stuff to do. Plus, I got some stories I want to finish writing and everything. So, I don't know. But the reason why I want to do the Rebel Within podcast is because those are topics that I can kind of, like, just record and throw up as an audio version of it, and just sort of kind of, it's out there. I don't have to have kind of special thing or whatever it is, and
oh yeah,
I can just like I say, sometimes it's my quote unquote unfiltered podcast. So if I want to let something fly, I can. Where kind of on my media podcast, I kind of want that to be a little bit more professional. But anyway, so
yeah,
I was thinking about when we do those Eric Church album reviews, even though we're going to do them as live streams and they're not podcasts. See,
yeah,
here's my whole thing. What I wish YouTube would do, and I don't know that if they can do them, and I'm just not that much of a YouTube savvy kind of person. I'm not really a tech savvy person anyway, but
yeah.
I love where, like, I wish they could make it where you could split, like, when you upload something to, like, say a channel or whatever, that like categories you could put it in. Like, you could make categories on your thing, and people could just go in and check them, like, in a way, like, say, for instance, like, I think they do, but I wish it was more like you could just go on there, okay, this video, it goes under, like, special episodes, and this video goes actual podcast episode, and this, video goes under, like, interviews and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of wish I like how I wish they had it. But you just kind of have to label everything as like, oh, this is a special episode, or this is, whatever. So it kind of sucks in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whack 'em Marvel.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh hey.
The only way I know of to do that is just create your own playlists, and then as you upload videos, put on whatever playlist you want them on. So you can have an individual playlist for each category.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, that's an idea. I mean, you could create playlists. I mean, actually, that'd be really cool. Like after we get done with like the Eric Church album reviews, you could actually like have your own playlist of like call it Eric Church album reviews, and like have them play in order from like his debut album review all the way to whatever current one we're on. So
yeah.
So.
Like I said, that's a channel I really want to build up, but I haven't. Honestly, to be honest, I just haven't been inspired lately to do anything. Plus, work been kind of, you know how that is. I don't have to go down that road. So
Well, as bad as that sounds, Wild Bill, I mean, or as this sounds, I guess. I mean, I've been there before. I mean, in fact, that's why I want to say given up, just took a hiatus from like other things, like my podcast, for example. Even though I haven't uploaded in a while, it's probably because I haven't been inspired or something. But I mean, I am hoping to eventually get back into things, and I mean, I haven't really announced it yet because I'm I guess I'm still thinking about it, but I am wanting to possibly make more videos or upload more videos to like my YouTube channel or something, like things I'm like passionate about. And one of those things, for example, I want to be able to do like top 10 lists videos and stuff because I love videos like that. And I believe it or not, some of my favorite YouTubers are actually people on YouTube, not just like Watch Mojo or those, but like actual other like YouTubers. Like a person gets in front of the camera and does like a top 10 list, like their favorite, like they could definitely do one like their favorite top 10 favorite Shania Twain songs or something, or even a TV show. I'd really like to be able to sit down and do my top 10 list of my top 10 favorite episodes of the show Reba. I've always thought about, talked about that because, that was one of my favorite shows from the 2000s was Reba's sitcom, which was another show that I'm hoping eventually gets a reboot. But yeah, I kind of want to do videos like that. When I'm like inspired, like top 10 lists and stuff like that. So,
Trish.
Mm.
Alvin, yes. I just had an idea popping into my head. Okay. You know how you've got the Tripsters podcast network?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it'd be possible because I guess people would have to like download they're also somehow, but it would be cool to set up a YouTube channel like that, and we could have like one maybe not do it for live streams, but we could post like videos and stuff like that of each person that does it. Like if Alvin had a channel and he did Alvin did an album review, we could put it on that channel. Like if you did like a video talking about like say Shania's new album or something, or I did a video like an unboxing or something like that, we could all throw them on like one big channel and have them as like Tripsters channel, kind of like
the Tripsters Network channel.
Yeah,
that's
not necessarily the podcast network, but a whole separate network for videos.
Yeah.
Okay, that would be one that everybody would either have to send me their videos, or I would have to give them access to the channel so that they could upload their own material on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, for me, that wouldn't be hard because as long as I have a paid subscription to whether either Restream or StreamYard, I can download my videos and send them as a file or whatever.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm fine with either way. It's just, I think my only, condition, not really, or not condition, but more like concern. Because I know that we can pretty much trust each other and everything, but it's just depending on who has access to this YouTube channel. They need to make sure that they're posting like appropriate content, if that makes sense. That they're not taking advantage of it and uploading something that the rest of us are going to be like, what the hell is this? Or something.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah.
Okay, this you, Bill, me.
Yeah.
Justin and Caden.
Yeah.
Am I missing anybody?
Yeah. I feel like those are the only ones out of our group that
live streams. So, he only does live streams. So.
Yeah.
No.
So he doesn't like post content.
Well, yeah, he don't do podcasts, so he's not in the podcast network. What I was trying to run through my head was the podcast network.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay.
I don't know. That might be a little bit more difficult than it would be for the podcast one, though.
Yeah. I still think it's an interesting idea. But
yeah.
Wait a minute, hang on. Wait a minute, we could do it with just the three of us.
Oh?
Because Justin doesn't necessarily do videos anymore since he went out to Corey. And Caden never does videos. And Robert only does live streams.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, I'm really wanting to get back to like making videos and everything. So
we could run it just the three of us.
Yeah.
I guess that could be it. Do you still want to call it the Tripsters?
The Tripsters Network.
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure since it was just gonna be like the three of us. If you're gonna try to combine all three or like all three of our names or something into one big thing, but I don't know.
And then if anybody else wanted to be part of it, they could send their videos to one of us and let us put them up for them.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, because I'm pretty sure someone of a group may, I mean, eventually want to contribute, I guess. But I mean, I actually like that idea. Like all three of us, like owning, like. I mean, that's actually kind of cool. Just thinking about the fact that, like, all three of us, like collabing together, if that makes sense. Like, or like having a whole YouTube channel together or something.
Yeah. Well, MatPat does that. He's got another guy that's also on his channel.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know who he is. Because sometimes me and my son will sit down to watch one of his videos thinking, oh, he's done another theory. Let's watch and see what it is. And it's the other guy. And we always get pissed off.
Yeah. You know, this
we don't want to see the other guy. Nothing, no comment to the other guy. I'm sure he's perfectly good. But when we sit down to watch, we're wanting to see MatPat.
Yeah. Yeah, this may sound crazy. I just thought of an idea because I was honestly thinking about possibly creating a new YouTube channel myself, but since we just came up with this idea of the Tripsters Network channel, would it be, I mean, do you think it would be okay if I made some videos like specifically just for that channel, like the Tripsters Network channel? I don't even upload it to my channel, just to the Tripsters Network. I mean, I just, because I didn't know if you wanted us to have videos specifically for this new channel, or if you wanted us to like upload some of our original like content from our other channels to this one as well.
I'm assuming that the idea was for kind of like the podcast network. We each have our own individual things that we do.
Okay.
For our own podcasts.
Yeah.
This will be handled the same way. You do whatever content within reason. Nudity.
Yeah, no nudity.
No sex. But you do whatever you do that you want to add to the network.
Huh.
Sound about right, Wild Bill?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds good to me. The reason I mostly asked that because like my idea of like doing like top 10 lists or videos like that, I was like, I could literally just do those specific types of videos for the Tripsters Network channel since we're just talking about it. I mean, because I was going to create like a whole new YouTube channel for that, but I mean, I like this idea better, like to all contribute because we're like all three individuals and we we basically add to it like our own little things that we do. So.
Warren King, welcome to the party.
Yeah, hey, Caden. You okay, Tristan? To stretch too far. Trish is a funny bunny.
So Trish.
Yeah. Yes.
So me and you talked about it earlier, but about being brutally honest. You know what I'm saying? It's funny because like because when I read your post on Facebook there or whatever, I was like, oh, she's fixing to stir the pot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In my mind, and I'm like, but she's brutally honest about it, and you know, and the thing about it is, you know. Like it was funny. I was talking to my dad and my mom today because I went to look at a car today, and it didn't pan out at first, but it still may pan out. But it just, you know, gotta maybe go back Friday or something and find out what's going on. But anyway, I was telling my mom and dad like today. I said, I said I'm the kind of person, always have been. I don't like asking anybody for anything. I hate asking to borrow like a car or something like that. I don't like to borrow money. I don't like to. Because I just always had this independent thing about me that if I can't do it on my own, if I can't buy it on my own, then I don't need it, or it's either, do I need to look at this? Is it more of a want than a need, or is it something I need but something I don't need right away, kind of thing? It's something I can wait on because I'm just, I've always been that way, and like. So when I love the idea when you were saying, when times get hard, you run back to mommy and daddy. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, you know what? I said I have never run to mom and daddy. I've never ran back to mom and daddy. I've always wanted to stand on my own. I've always wanted to do it, even if I fail and fail miserably and land flat on my face. I'd rather know that I landed flat on my face than not to and had to have a damn security blanket by somebody. That's just the way I operate. I always have been. And when people get mad about stuff like it, it's because it's the truth. People can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
And there's not. I will say this now. I don't think if you're that kind of person, I don't think there's a shame in asking. I ask the Lord for help all the time to keep me, grounded in so much of a daily thing. I ask, once in a while. I mean, I don't ask for help, but I desperately, direly have to be in need to ask for something. This is the way it is. But there's no shame in it. I mean, sometimes you really do need help, but I don't believe in when times get hard and I don't want to pay more than I should or whatever. I got to run home and tuck my tail between my legs and haul ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't do that. That's just not the way you operate. At least not the way
that's
I
not
operate.
how. For me, that's not how an adult operates. Okay, it really off. And that wasn't my intention, but I was just being honest. I told her, I said, look, that is like your default setting. Every time something goes wrong, you run and move back in with mommy. That is like your default setting. That's what you do.
Yep.
I said, when things happened with your first marriage, you ran and moved back in with mom. When you and your second husband had problems, you moved right back in with your mom. Okay, now the third husband, they're fine, they're happy as larks. Okay, but the rent went up, so it's more than what they think they should pay, and instead of paying it, she ran and moved back in with mommy.
Yeah,
it's like her default setting. I'm how an adult handles things, and you can talk until you're blue in the face and she won't listen. Okay, so I've just learned to, I will voice my opinion and move on because that's all I can do. But times I'm not going to listen. She'll say, "Well, we're saving now so that we can put a down payment on our own place." No, you may think but you're going to end up spending it, and you're never going to have a place of your own. And what are you going to do when mommy passes away and you no longer have a place to live? Because her mom is renting the place that she lives. She don't own it.
Yeah. And here's another thing too. You got to think about. What was I going to say? Now, is your apartments based on income, or are they like income apartments?
Yeah.
Okay. See, what did they expect? Because you got to think about it now. You know, her rent one thing because she was a single parent.
Hmm.
Okay, just like you are. Now she gets married. She's got two incomes coming in. She don't think her rent's gonna go up or pay more than someone who um that is
Well,
like a single person. You know what I'm saying?
well, the thing is, even I kind of took a step back and I was like, wait a minute, what? Because when he moved in, she had added him to the lease.
Yeah.
Okay, well, once they added him to the lease, okay, that's fine. You were okay. So at a certain time of year, this happens, but we redo our lease. Okay, we call it re-up. We have to re-up once a year, every year. Well,
Yeah.
she adds him to the lease, the rent goes up. That's expected. Now
Yep.
the year comes that they have to re-up their lease. Nothing has changed from the time she added him until now. It's only been a
Yeah.
few months. Nothing has changed. His income didn't go up. Her income didn't go up. Nothing changed, but the went up.
Yeah.
No, I don't understand that because nothing had changed. There was no logical reason for the rent to go up. But it did. Sometimes you shit like that as an adult. Hell, 3 times. Mine went up 3 times in 2 years. Twice within
Wow.
a month of each other, it went up. I mean, I bet it scared the hell out of me, but I paid it and I moved on. Okay, and I'm still here.
Yeah.
It's called being an adult. You do have to do. You don't like it, but you live with it.
Yep.
Okay. Wild Bill, when you moved back from New York to where you are now, yeah, you stayed with your mom and dad enough to sell a house and then you moved in.
Yep.
Okay, that's a different situation. You didn't just come and move in with mommy and daddy and never move out. And you didn't run to mommy and daddy and say, rescue me. I don't want to be an
Yeah.
adult anymore. I'm sure
Yeah.
that's not what she said, but that's what's implied.
Yeah. See, I'll be honest with you, and I haven't said this to a whole lot of people because, you know, when I first moved out on my own after high school, I had all intentions of moving out on my own. But because I was moving out, it was like my brother was forced out upon me, right? And it was kind of like, you know, well, my mom and them was kind of like, well, you know, can you really make it on your own and all that stuff and all stuff. And I'm like, I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't think I could. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Now, I will admit, at first, I sort of kind of hesitated about it, and I sort of kind of had kind of an attitude about it at first. And then there came times when work got short and everything, and it was hard to pay bills sometimes. I was glad I had that help. I'm not going to lie. But it's not like I went running to someone and said, look here, you know, I need help. I don't do that. I mean, once I have, it's been in dire situations when I was like, okay, I can't do this and I need some help. I just flat out, I need help. But that's probably in 42 years, maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's just, I don't know. I guess it's old school like that. And when I tell people that, you know, I'm old school, I don't say it just as being like, you know, I'm just, I use it as an excuse to do the things I did. No, I am very old school. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call, guys.
All right.
Happy about it, Trish.
He's about to go down, doesn't it? Every time you're just waiting for him to reach for the gun.
Yeah, I was like, it's like, oh, I'll get it for you.
That's right.
Yeah. But yeah, Trish, I just wanted to say, oh, everything okay?
Yeah.
I just want to say, like, my comment on your post earlier, I was actually just trying to be, like, kind of ironically funny, if that makes sense. I wasn't saying, like, I mean, I just feel like when I said, I think we all want a mommy when times get tough. I mean, I know that you obviously don't, but I was like, I feel like that's a lot of people's mindsets, but not everybody really runs to their mommy when things get bad. I mean, they may think, like, me and Amy, like, we lost our mom like a few years, like 6 years ago, and even to this day, we still sometimes be in a situation where we say we like we really wish our mommy was or our mom was here, but it's mostly because we wish we could actually, like, be able to talk to our mom and get advice from her and tell her basically what we're going through. It's not that we're wanting her to be here so she could take care of everything for us, if that makes sense. I mean, we know we're not little kids anymore. Yeah, so yeah, I was basically just trying to be, like, ironically funny earlier, but I mean, but serious at the same time. I mean, but I kind of understood what you.
It aggravates the piss out of me because she keeps doing that. She's never going to grow up and be an adult if she don't stop running on me. And I love her mom to death, but at some point her mom's got to tell her no.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Like, how can you be a grown-ass woman? I mean, with a kid, and, like, married, and be like, you know what? We're gonna move in with my mother.
Yeah, and they're planning.
My mother would take care of everything for us. What? Like, what?
They actually want to have another.
Wait, they want to. Oh.
Or they
so that makes this
that one off.
Yeah. Huh.
I'm going to say this.
Okay.
And I've always wanted to be a father, but there's times in my life when things have gotten, like, as far as, like, financial and things are not going and stuff, and I've had to move and stuff like that. Kind of makes me thankful that I'm not, because I wouldn't want to put a child through that situation and stuff like that and all that, and having, you don't know what your future holds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But even in that instance, if I was a father, I'm not going to go run to mom and dad and be like, look here, I made some decisions and now I'm just not going to be an adult about it, and, like, can you help me out or whatever? You gotta be always said there's a time in your life. Like, I've known people that's like 25 years old and so immature and so just, like, they might be, as far as age an adult, but as far as maturity and everything like that, they're still a teen. And I know there's people that's like 18, 19 years old, more mature and more adult than people that are 25 years old.
True.
The thing is, and, so, I mean, it's, and like you said, they're talking about having another kid. Well, damn, I mean, where are you going to go? If you have that other kid, where are you going to go? I mean, I don't think her mom's place is that big, I wouldn't think.
No, it's a trailer.
There you
We're
go.
not going to have room for her and kid and mom, the grandkids that she continually babysits all the and a new baby. I don't think going to work.
So she.
Well, how are they going to end up? They can't even get time together to have sex. And it may have been a while, but I'm pretty sure I still remember that is how you get pregnant.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's hard to. I'm sorry, but in my head, it would be hard to have sex with your mom just in the other room. All right, and two, it's hard to have sex when your 11-year-old is between you.
Yeah, that's another thing I was gonna say. Like, she's really not thinking this through at all. Like, as bad as this sounds, say I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but just in some scenario, I was like, how dumb do you gotta be? But I don't want to like call her like, I mean, I guess I call it like it is, but it just seems like she's doing a dumb thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds really dumb because you like this. It seems like she. It also makes it seem like she doesn't even have common sense because putting two and two together like this, like, oh yeah, you gotta be able to have sex to have another kid, but if you don't have time to have sex, I mean, with your mom in the other room or with an 11-year-old kind of in the way as well, I was like, you would think these thoughts would cross their minds. It's like. Well, I mean, I'm in a pickle right now. We really don't want to have to pay these extra bills or this rent. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to live with mommy. Mommy take care of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, seriously, do you not realize how awkward it would be to try to have a relationship?
She won't speak to me.
What? Oh, she won't speak to you?
She won't speak to me. I pissed her off that bad.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that.
I was being brutally honest with her.
Yeah, and that's basically what I'm doing right now. That's when but I mean, at the same time, I was like, see, that's the problem with me. I always tend to keep someone's feelings in mind at the same time. But I know that when you're brutally honest, you really shouldn't like let feelings get in the way. Like, actually let them know how, like, even though this is like a close friend, like, you shouldn't be scared to hurt their feelings or something. I mean, to really let them know the truth. And that's basically what I was just struggling with just now when I basically said she sounds dumb as rocks to really think of this plan.
She's making a stupid mistake, but she won't.
Yeah.
She won't admit it.
Yeah.
Okay. She's not admitted it when she's made a mistake. I've seen her and tried to stop her from making mistakes before, and she won't listen to me. Now, I'm not the end-all, be-all, know-all, okay, but I am much and have lived a little more life and have a little more experience. So I can give her advice based on my life experience.
Yeah.
But if she don't listen and she don't take the advice, it ain't gonna do her a damn bit of good. I'll not tell you the number of times, just since she's lived next door to me, I heard her say, oh, God, I wish I would have listened to you when you told me.
Yeah.
And listen to me now. Oh my God. Running back home to mommy is not going to solve all her problems. It's going to make them worse. No privacy whatsoever. None.
Wow.
So
and neither is her mom. Oh my God.
Wow.
Just how much did her rent go up? Huh?
It went up $60 what it was.
That, I'll be honest with you. I mean, that doesn't sound like that much. I mean, to some people it probably does seem like a much, but I was expecting maybe like over $100 or something. But
no.
I mean, but $60 isn't that bad. I mean, because believe it or not, even my rent has gone up like that, like $60 before. So.
Okay. know me, and you know that I struggle.
Yeah.
I struggle financially every month.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's the thing: you add up my bills, they come to about right here. Okay, before this happened, Jen's bills came to about right here. Now I've been paying this every month
Yeah.
for a long time, and although at times it does cause me to struggle, I still keep paying it, keep moving on.
Yeah.
The new rent, hers is here. Okay. So we're
Uh-huh.
evenly matched. She's paying exactly the same amount in bills that I'm paying in bills.
Yeah.
She has more money coming in than I do.
So
you add up all of her bills and you add up my bills. They come to the same amount for each of us.
yeah.
But she's going to run back to mommy instead of being the adult she's supposed to be and paying her bills.
Yeah, when you said between her and Timmy, I mean that they bring in more money than even you do, or that your income is so and yet you're paying the same amount of bills every month.
Her rent is more than mine, but all the bills added up together for me and all the bills added up together for her come to pretty much the same amount. I pay this much in bills and she pays this much in bills. Well, correction, she would pay this much in bills if she hadn't ran home to mommy.
Yeah.
Okay, another question I have to kind of throw out there. Now, does she does she make more money a month than you, or get more money a month than you, than whatever? Like, I'm not trying to be nosy. I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, my thing is, like you say, you're a single person. Okay, you paying all your bills on your. If you kind of look at it, Tim's money is like a bomb. If she had, let's say this, let's say she got the same amount of money you did, okay, and let's say now that her rent is just going up. If she paid all the bills with her money, Timmy's money is like bonus every month. So if you can pay all your bills with one paycheck, and maybe use Timmy's money as, like, just say, let's get a little extra groceries this month or something to have in case next month comes up and something does happen and we can't afford something, we got the groceries or whatever, right? Okay, so you kind of look at that Timmy's money bonus, all right, where you don't have that luxury, okay, but yet you're not running home to mama, or you're not running back to, somewhere because but then my rent went up. I gotta cry like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I mean, oh fucking well. I mean, damn. I mean, I don't know. I just think it's, and you gotta think about something now. If her mother is renting, okay, and I don't know what her mother pays in rent, but I'm pretty sure if her landlord finds out that them three have been in with her rent's gonna go up. Now, are they gonna pay that extra half, or expect her mother to pay it?
That's a really good question.
And you got to think about this. With them three living there, she's going to use more electricity, which probably means more air in the summer, more air or more heat in the winter, because now you got three other people living with you. Now, are y'all going to split the bills or whatever, or are you just going to leech? That's another question you got to ask yourself. So my question is this: would I want to be a leech, or would I want to stand on my own?
Yeah, exactly.
I think I'd rather stand on my own.
But, even if they help her pay the bills, what's the difference in doing that and living here and paying bills?
Exactly.
It makes no sense. And now her mom is going to end up with a filthy, carny house because Jennifer and Lacey do not clean up after themselves.
I don't like.
That is why it took us so long to get rid of the damn bugs out of this complex, out of this building.
Oh my God.
They are so disgusting and filthy.
Yeah. I don't know why. Just you mentioning that, Trish. Like, I don't know, because growing up, we basically lived in a. It was mostly our dad that was leaving food out, and believe it or not, we used to live in like a bug infested place before. Growing up, and me and Amy will look back at that, and we can't believe how we used to live, like, or the kind of environments that we grew up in. And, compared to now, because now we clean up after ourselves. Like, I'll be honest with you, every time I fix something or use a plate or something, after I'm done with like eating, I literally wash my dish and then put it up. I don't even leave any dirty dishes in the sink at all, because sometimes every once in a while I may see like a roach or something, which really freaks me out. No, literally grab it and like flush it down the toilet or something. I try to dispose of it like right away, because I do not want to go back to that situation of having like a bug problem or something. So
she don't give a shit. She gets tired of fighting them, and she bitches about it, but she don't get up off ass and keep her apartment clean.
So she don't even try. She don't even try to get rid of the bugs. She would just like play about, oh, we got bugs.
Yeah,
and those little fuckers.
Back when we had them, she would get so mad because she would have them in her apartment, and I'm like, look.
Yeah.
If you want to get rid of them, listen to me. Get off your ass and clean your apartment. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like. Yeah. Yeah, this may sound crazy, Trish, but if we had lived next door to you, like growing up or something, I could just see you having a conversation with my dad, because he was like the slob of our family, and the thing is, he would complain about these things, like my mom's just supposed to take care of everything, when he's the one that's pretty much like dirtying up the place and everything. But yeah, then he would complain about it. I was like, but the thing is, like, I don't know, it's just. I don't know, just looking back, it's just we can't believe how we used to live, like, like, there would always be, like, dirty dishes in the sink, or plates of food on the floor or something, like, what the hell? Yeah. It was, like, really disgusting. Like, that's the main reason why my sisters and I are so, one of the only benefits of living in our own places now. Like, we don't have to worry about we are in control of this, like, the situation, the environment we're living in, and we don't have to worry about someone else, like, dirtying up the place, which was pretty much like living with our dad. We were kids, so we didn't really have much say of this or that.
I don't understand how people can live like that.
Yeah, me too.
Kids, like with your situation, Alvin, you guys were kids. You had no control over that situation. That wasn't your fault. But how an adult can sit in filth all the time and not care is beyond me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. See, this thing, like, through a kid's eyes, like, we didn't really have much say, and I'll be honest with you, as bad as this sounds, growing up, there was times in our lives during our childhoods that we felt like that the way we were living, the environment we lived in, was normal. As bad as that sounds, even though we'd be over like at a friend's house or something, or a friend's apartment or something, and their place is clean compared to ours or something, but yet we still felt like we're just that type of family, I guess. Like this, not to mention, believe it or not, one of my mom's favorite shows to watch was actually Hoarders. Like people that would just like hoard stuff. Like I don't know if you've ever watched any of those types of shows, Trish, but my mom loved to watch them. Even though, I mean, because yeah, I know. Because the thing is, if you believe it or not, Trish, if you had walked in our house or something like back when my sister and I were younger, you'd probably be like basically we're basically a family full of pack rats. That's basically how it looked at first glance. Well, until you probably saw like the clutter and the mess and stuff, and then you'd be like, "Eek, yeah, I gotta get out of this house. Like this is just too disgusting." I mean, that just gives an idea. But
guys,
what?
let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Have you ever met what they call a tweaker?
Oh my God! Oh, I saw that post. I'll be honest with you. I literally just found out what a tweaker was like a year ago, and it's only because Amy knows what it is. And Amy, we literally drove by someone that was a tweaker, and Amy said, "Oh, that guy must be tweaking," and I was like, "What are you talking about? What do you mean?" And then she described it, and I was like, "Oh." But yeah, believe it or not, I mean, that shows you just how, like, there's certain words I don't really know. I'll hear them, like, every now and then I'll finally get the answer, and I'm like, I mean, as a full-grown adult, but yeah, I literally just found out what a tweaker was, like, a year or two ago. So when I saw your post earlier, Trish, I was like, oh my God.
I have to say that I don't think I know what that is.
Okay.
So you'll have to enlighten.
Yeah.
He scared the hell out of me. He really did.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can even describe it. It's like somebody that's on something, and they are needing a fix so bad.
Yeah.
And this guy was out of his mind. He was hearing voices. He was seeing things. He was paranoid. He thought somebody was trying to kill him. He was afraid they were going to try and kill me. Can you help me describe a tweaker? Can you help me describe a tweaker? No, I didn't do that. That don't help.
Shit hearing shit and real antsy, panicky.
Yeah, the antsy thing, the panicky thing. Yeah.
Paranoid.
Oh God, paranoid. Oh my God. He hid the breezeway because he thought there was a snow window going to take him out.
Yeah. What the?
Nice.
I'm not even kidding, guys. He's out of his ever-loving mind.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know because believe it or not.
Scared.
Yeah. We've seen people like that, and even people like, we need to stay away from that person. Like,
I heard people say Jones, but that was a whole new. That's an actual tweaker that I saw, and he come around the building while I was sitting up there by myself. The thing is, it's somebody that used to live here, sort of. He grew up here, kind of. He knew all the kids grew up here, so I knew him.
Oh.
I just that side of him. I've seen him once, maybe twice since he got out of. Yes, I said prison.
But damn.
I don't mean the local jail. I mean actual prison. He was hired on something and went and killed the people or person in the other car.
Oh.
So he went to prison for that.
Yeah.
That's, I don't know, vehicular manslaughter, I guess.
Yeah.
He's out.
So since he's been released from prison and everything, did you feel like he was going to try to turn his life around, and that's why this was such a shock to you to see him like this today?
The first time I saw him, I was like, oh my God, JD. And he he's fine.
Yeah.
A little high strung, maybe, but fine.
Yeah.
I thought, well, you know, he's out. Maybe he'll get himself straightened out now.
Yeah.
No, hell no. He went completely the opposite end of that. I mean, I was literally scared. I was in fear for my life. I was afraid he was actually going to hurt me.
Oh,
He never threatened me or anything like that. He was just so out of his mind, not realizing where he was at, what he was doing, what he was saying, what was going on around him. I was actually afraid he was going to lose his shit and hurt me.
So, in reality, would you not be surprised if he ends up back in prison or something?
No, I would not. I really would not.
Because see, that's the thing. I noticed that about. I mean, not everybody that's gone to prison does this, but I know that a lot of convicts always end up, like, once they eventually get released or something, they always find a way to get back in prison. I mean, it's like irony at its finest or something. Like, what? Like, didn't you think that was going to be a wake up call? You should turn your life around. Like, didn't you hate it in prison? Why would you want to end up back there?
Yeah. That was my thought. When I found out he was out, I thought, oh, well, good. Maybe he's, kind of straightened up, and maybe now he'll get his life in order. And no, hell no, he didn't.
Yeah.
He needs help is what he needs.
Yeah.
True.
Not in a mean way. I mean, the boy literally needs help. If he's that far gone, it may have just completely affected his mental status at point.
Yeah.
And that's the only way he's going to get straightened out is if he gets professional help.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say. I mean, depending on what he does next, like to get himself locked up or something, maybe the best place for him might be a mental institution. I don't know. Like a psych ward. I mean, someone for mentally insane people. I mean, because, I mean, you make it sound like he's just, like, mentally, like, it's all mental. So it's not that he's an evil person and just wants to kill somebody. Like, I want to stab you until you're dead or something. I mean, he's not like someone like that. Like,
no, he didn't
just
come
wants to
across that
kill.
way, but you never know when somebody's in that state of mind what they're capable of.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I was afraid he was going to hurt me, and he's never done anything to me.
Yeah.
And I've known him for years. Yeah. But I'm actually that scared. I was afraid he was going to lose his shit and do something to me.
Yeah.
Maybe they should send him to Pressburg or something.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, if you're really...
I mean, where they put me when I was out of it.
Yeah.
I may have just my foot in my mouth. I'm live on camera.
Well, damn.
And anyhow, moving on.
I was getting ready to say, Trish, I mean, if you're really scared of this guy, because I mean, I was gonna say you may want to put this person in your file thing, like if something ever, like if you ever go missing or something, like you said that you created.
Go missing. Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I just thought of it. I mean, because you basically said that when you were out today, that you feel like something could have badly happened to you or something. Mm-hmm. And I mean, if he had actually really hurt you bad or even killed you or something, I mean, I assume you'd want people to know who most likely did it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, actually I would. That was actually another reason I was so glad that Wild Bill was on the phone with me when I was walking to the store.
Oh yeah, I was wondering, Trish, because I saw that he asked if you wanted him to go with you to the store again, if it makes sense.
The last 2 times I've had to walk over there, he's been on the phone with me the whole time I was walking over there and walking back.
Yeah.
Me company, it kept me calm, and it made the trip go a lot faster or seem a when I had somebody to talk to on the way there. So, well, Bill, that was awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
I know I keep thanking you, but I really mean it.
Yeah.
No, you are. But I wanted to say this right quick, and speaking of that, of the guy you were talking about, you know, I've always believed, and always have been, and always will be a person of second chances. I believe that your life shouldn't be defined always by a first mistake or something like that, or a mistake in your life, or what you've done in the past. You should always, I think that everybody should at least get one clean slate. Okay. The problem with society is not everybody sees that. Like everybody wants. Okay, say for instance you have a criminal record. Now you could have a criminal record and it be something that you not really was that involved in. You just happen to have been in the wrong place at the wrong time, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe you did do something like when you were young and stupid, you were 17, 18 years old, robbed a convenience store or something like that. You went to jail, you served your time, you got out, and maybe you are a totally different person. Grew up in there, and you're like, man, look at the stupid things I done when I was a teenager. Now I'm paying for it, right? Society doesn't always look at that and been like, well, this person, it's hard for you to get a job. It's hard for you to do a lot of things. A lot of people look down upon that. And I'm sitting here thinking about, okay, I want to ask people sometimes, like, okay, so this person, when they were 17, 18 years old, went out and robbed a convenience store or something, say they spent 10 years in prison. So let's say, like, now they're 27, 28 years old to get out, never had much of a life, probably. Now, what do you expect them to do? Not have a life for the next, say, 40, 50 years? Something like that because they made one mistake in their lives? And expect people to just come out of jail and these good people and all this stuff when society, all they want to do is keep them down. What do you expect people? Sometimes, what do they expect people? They say, well, they'll just go back to their old ways of what they did. Well, you know what? Sometimes the situation makes you do those things, and you have to think about this. How us as people, as a society, forcing them to do that same thing. Now, some people never learn. Some people never change. They'll come out, and no matter how good you are to them, no matter what you give them, you can give them a job, give them a place to live, do everything for them. They'll still make mistakes because that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Some people you can't kill, and I believe that. Okay, but we shouldn't, as people, like do that to everybody, and yet that's why a lot of people wind up doing the things that they do because of people not giving people chances. It's just like going to a job. And the first thing you hear, well, you don't have any experience, you don't have enough experience. Okay, I get that. But if you're not willing to give me a chance, how am I supposed to get that experience? You can't go into here's my thing. That would be like going into getting your actual driver's license and never drove a car a day of your life and expecting to pass the test.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but my thing is this: if you've never drove, how you experience if no one's going to let you? That's the thing. So it's one of those things where it's like, okay, you got to give, and maybe that's kind of what happened to that guy. Maybe he got out. Maybe, he wanted to do the right things. Maybe he's looking forward to changing his life around. Maybe people fucking held him down to the point where he was like, okay, I guess I'm going to just have to do these things here to survive. And maybe he got back into drugs and doing other things that he probably wouldn't have done if somebody maybe would have gave him a chance. I mean, I'm not saying that it's always fair. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the way it is.
I've never had that before, and I know that does happen. Well, Bill, Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I see that. No, I did glitch where I was supposed to be riding the rocket the other day. You know that board I've got that's a rocket.
And there was nothing just floating.
Yeah, I was, and it wasn't even under. Yeah. No, but apparently somebody around here, Bob, who is Nate? Is he the principal over at school?
There's, I'm not joking, a great maker who's a teacher and a great maker who's a principal.
Okay, well, one of them is supposed to be, I don't know exactly what, helping take care of him or something, because the lady upstairs, when I told her, I said, be careful, that guy's here again, and he's tweaked out. I said, he's tweaking really bad. And she said, let me go call Nate, or Napier, and let him know he wanted to know if that happened again. And that's when it clicked. Something that he had said while he was here with me was, oh my God, Nape has given me so many chances. Just so many chances. And I keep blowing.
It's like, damn.
Damn.
I mean, I thought, because my mind goes the way Wild Bill's does. They expect people to come out of prison and just be fine, but nobody won't give them a chance. But if somebody's willing to give him chance after chance after chance, I mean, damn. Okay, Wild Bill is froze. Blur.
Yeah.
It's the Flash.
I think he's like.
Oh, damn.
He got away.
So, yeah, I don't think. Wild Bill! Welcome back, Wild Bill.
Yeah.
My internet keeps cutting out.
Okay.
But yeah, I think he's got somebody that keeps getting chances, but he's not, I don't know, able to pull it off, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because he just can't take a break or if he just doesn't want to. But if Nape is taking care of him, if Nape is giving him chance after chance, maybe the drugs has just got a hold of him so damn bad that he can't get past them.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, addiction really is a horrible thing.
Yeah.
I mean, but I mean, just the way you said it, though, I mean, I honestly do believe in like second chances and things like that. But you would think you would, like, once you're given a second chance, you'd think you'd want to at least try to.
Damn it, Wild Bill, get your ass back in here.
Yeah, get you. He keeps leaving.
Yeah, gone right. See, come back when I jumped him.
Yeah. Jumped on his ass.
Damn
it.
No, I can't imagine trying to come off drugs as hard a time as I'm having just trying to get off nicotine. Oh, hell, if I was on something stronger than that, I'd be up shit creek.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, because I know.
You have bigger willpower than me.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say, Trish. I know it's most likely a struggle for you, just like quitting smoking and everything. But the thing is, my dad, like, for example, I feel like I know I always talk about my dad a lot, but he's like a prime example to like addiction taking control of you, because that's basically what ended up killing, believe it or not, what ended up killing my dad was addiction. I mean, because, like I said, he's, well, because, he never quit smoking. He was pretty much a smoker my whole life and everything. He would always talk about quitting, but he never would actually do it. So, I mean, believe it or not, Trish, you've even gotten him further than my dad, because I don't think my dad went 5 days without a cigarette a day in his life since he was a full-grown adult. That's crazy.
It's number 6 for me.
Yeah, day number 6, yeah. So
tomorrow will be officially 1 week since I quit smoking. Yay! Okay.
Yay! Which actually reminds me, since you're like, I mean, I do want to kind of like talk a little bit about that, Trish, about like how you quit smoking and everything to, I guess, encourage you even more, because I watched something earlier and I think I was actually thinking about sending it to you earlier, because it's like this may actually motivate you even more to like, I don't know, quit smoking. I mean, it's not like one of those anti-smoking messages or anything. It's just
that's gonna say, please don't send me one of those. Okay, you see these
No, it's actually a song, but
The cartridge.
Yeah.
Okay, it goes in this, so that you get a small of nicotine. So it helps you curb the craving.
Yeah.
When they prescribed this to me, they said to use up to 10 a day. Not more than 10, but use up to 10 a day.
Yeah.
Since I started, I've only been using 3 a day.
Yeah.
So far, today, I'm only
Yeah.
on my second one.
Okay.
I'm not even using 3 today. I'm only on my second one.
Yeah. So do you feel like you're making progress?
Yes.
But yeah, I'll be honest with I'll be honest with you, Trish. I was actually a little bit worried about you earlier this morning. Like, oh my God, she's gonna break. I mean, because you literally posted that I either need a cigarette, or I need a smoke, or I'm about to punch someone in the throat.
I'm 2 seconds either smoking or punching somebody in the throat. My son has gone 2 years and 6 months, is it? Smoking.
Yeah.
He quit without any tobacco whatsoever because he not only smoked, he chewed, he dipped.
Yeah.
He quit both of them at the same time. He's gone 2.5 years. Cold turkey. No hit whatsoever.
But yeah, it's just but yeah, when I saw that poster, I honestly think Wild Bjorn Robert like saw it too, and they were like, "Oh no, she's getting ready to break." Like,
I was so close.
Yeah.
Hey, my foot stopped.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll definitely send you something. But yeah, it's not gonna be like one of those anti-smoking messages or like commercials or whatever. Because I never really like those anyway, and I don't even smoke.
I hate those.
Yeah, I honestly feel like even smokers don't even like. I don't even know if those commercials even caught like. I mean, maybe like maybe it's like fewer people actually quit smoking because of those commercials, but I feel like those commercials don't even really do much good.
You mean a red light?
Yeah, exactly.
Not even smoke.
Yeah.
Just put a cigarette out.
That's probably why I run the red light.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, like,
oh God, I want everything that came on.
What'd you say, Wild Bill?
I would think smoking would be worse than would be easier than like having to give up sex.
Oh my God.
Like,
I could give up smoking first.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. Maybe it's because I don't even smoke it at all. But I'll be honest with you. I feel like it would be almost impossible for me to just completely give up sex. Yeah. Hey, country fan. Welcome to the
somebody sent me a friend request on Facebook, and I don't know who he is.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I know that sounded random. There was a point behind it. I checked, and he is a friend of yours.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I was going to ask you if any of your friends told you sent me a friend request. I would have to go get my other phone to his.
Okay. They haven't told me, but maybe it's somebody that I know who's just looking to add to their friends list. Maybe, I don't know. Without the person, I can't tell you if I personally know that person or not.
Maybe I can get to it from here.
Yeah.
I'll bring up another page and go to Facebook. Maybe I can see it from there.
Yeah.
Okay, where's my phone?
Wait, that actually reminds me, Wild Bill, this may sound really random. I mean, it's kind of going to what Trish said, but did you create another Facebook page or anything? Because there was someone who sent me a friend request I actually accepted. Because, I thought it was you, but they still haven't uploaded, like, a profile picture. So I didn't know if you created another account.
Is it Bill White?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's me.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure that someone's not trying to impersonate you. As crazy as
No,
that sounds.
here's what happened. A couple years ago, I had something happen to my original Facebook account. Like I think it
Yeah.
got like hacked one day or something, or it was acting stupid, and I didn't think I was going to be able to get back into it. And then I
Yeah.
created that page and used Bill because most people know me by my nickname than by my um real name. And I actually worked with people for like 10 years, and somebody called me by my real name, and they're like, "Who the hell is that?" They're like, "Bill." They're like, "Oh, okay." You know, because everybody either called me Bill or Wild Bill or whatever, you know. So I created that page because I didn't think I'd be able to get back in it, but then I was able to. Everything was fine, and I don't really use that page a lot. I do once in a while, like, um, but I should probably keep up with it more than what I do, but I don't. But it's just like a secondary page in case something happens to my original page. People still know where I'm at or whatever, kind of. I just need to upload a profile picture, and I haven't done it yet.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure because I mean this was like a few days ago, so.
Yeah.
Mm. But yeah, I've been meaning to ask you Wild Bill, but I just didn't know since they haven't really like said anything or posted anything. So, and
Yeah.
I mean, I assumed it was you, but I just wanted to make sure because it seemed random because I was like, I'm already friends with you on Facebook to begin with, so.
Yeah.
But I saw that this person also added your other like your actual account, so I was like, well, apparently Wild Bill knows knows this person, so I was like, so maybe it is him.
Um. Well, I added my own. I added my own myself to my other page.
Okay, well that makes a lot of sense. So
Oh yeah, yeah. That's my buddy Dave. I hear that I talk about once in a while from New York. That's him.
Okay. I've not added him. He sent me a friend request. It's been like seems like forever ago. It's been weeks, and I just couldn't remember to ask you if that's who I thought it was.
Yeah.
I want to add him until I verify. But yes, I will add
Yeah.
him now that I know he's your brother.
okay,
From another mother.
yeah, brother from another mother.
Yeah.
And I call you Dave. So it took me so long. I just kept forgetting.
Yeah. But yeah, I just thought I thought I'd take the opportunity to mention about your other page while I built or to ask you about it since Trish was asking about a friend that apparently friended her. So.
That was the only Dave I could think of because he talks about him sometimes during our stream. I wonder if that's the same guy. I need to ask Wild Bill if that's the same guy, but I couldn't never think to ask him.
Yeah. Damn the devil.
We're
doing pretty
awesome,
good.
Country fan. How are you?
Yeah, awesome with a capital I.
I think Wild Bill froze again.
Oh no! He disappeared. Yeah, damn it, Wild Bill. You get back here or no sex for you. With Trish. Yeah, no sex for you. Well, I was like, that's what Trish was gonna say. I don't want him to think that I was insinuating.
Yeah. You were just yeah. I see how it is. I'm trying to take my
He doesn't swing that way. Wait, did you say damn it, Alvin? You trying to wait? Am I trying to steal your man? I stuck it out.
That's right. You're trying to steal my man.
Yeah.
I'm good. Oh, good. Glad to hear it, Country.
Yeah, glad to hear it, Country. From the Black Lagoon. Oh, here comes somebody. Oh, yeah, he was trying to show it. Okay, there he is.
There I am.
Welcome back, Wild Billy Goat.
Thank you. No, I was gonna tell you, Trish, before I got interrupted by my damn internet connection.
He's gonna cuss out his Wi-Fi.
Dave has a personality a lot like you do, or whatever.
Oh, nice.
He's just funny as hell, and he's just like, out there, and he's just. Thing about Dave is this is his first time ever on like Facebook or anything. He's never had a social media page or anything like that. So,
Oh, wow.
I don't know that he'll message you or anything like that. I think he's just trying to like for the first time be like in the social media world or whatever. So
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell y'all something.
Anybody criteria?
Oh, I know, right?
No.
Dave. I've made some friends in New York that I'll always call me, and I'll call brothers or whatever. But
Yeah.
Dave was one of those guys that just, he has a heart of gold. Look at him. Now, there was one time in his life, man, when he was like into like bodybuilding and stuff like that. He was almost about the same size as Lou Ferrigno. And if you've ever seen
Oh, damn, he froze again.
Did you freeze, Wild Bill? Oh no.
He did, because when he does that, his mic cuts out and I can't hear his air conditioner anymore.
Oh. Well, damn, I wish I could have your AC, Wild Billy Goat. Maybe yours is better than mine.
Yeah.
Which actually reminds
That's
me,
right.
I guess wish me luck when I go back to the office to let them know that my AC is on the flips again or whatnot. I mean, Amy's told me not that I shouldn't try to cause a scene or anything, but I need to let them know that get them on this until it's fixed. Like, don't just accept it or something. Oh, I guess while Billy Goat's on the phone. Yeah.
I'm telling you, I don't remember exactly. I don't know what they had to do outside other than maybe put some Freon in it. But they had to replace the motor on the inside. No, that's not as big a deal as you think it is. But the guy that did it happened to have one on the truck with him that day.
Yeah.
Which was a little bigger than the one that was in here, but worked. It still fit. It just, the only difference is it made it run a little louder than what the other did. But aside from that, it was fine. It still cools the place down. So he had to work on it a couple times. I think once on the outside. But once he did that, putting the new motor on it thing, I don't think I've had trouble with it ever since.
Yeah. Well, didn't you say once
come in and replace a piece in the actual furnace thing itself?
Yeah. So
because there's two parts. If yours is set up like mine is, there's two parts.
Yeah.
There's an outside unit and an inside unit. And sometimes they have to work on one and then come back and work on the other.
Yeah, well, that's basically what they did yesterday. So I'm wondering, did they miss something? Because the reason why, because they were inside, but then they said they had to do something on the roof. I mean, so I'm assuming since I live in an apartment that the outside part of my unit or AC unit was on the roof, because I could literally hear them up there, because I live upstairs. So
well, it sounds to me like so ours sits on the ground, but it sounds to me like if they went up on the roof, that your unit for yours must be on the roof.
Yeah,
they may need to go up there and put Freon in it, because if it worked to start with, and now it's not working again, but you can feel some cold air coming out of it. They
so
just
what is
need
this?
to put more Freon in it.
Yeah, what is? I mean, I was wondering what is that word, because I'll be honest with you, I never heard that word before until you started using it. Yeah, Freon.
I don't know how you actually spell it, but I can tell you how it sounds. Free, F-R-E-E, on, O-N. Only say it as one word. Freon.
Yeah. So what exactly is that? Is that like a type of oil or something, or not oil? Some
kind of thing they spray in it.
Okay.
And it has to have it in it, or it will not let your air get cold.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering, I don't know why. I just sometimes I tolerate or try to accept it just because I don't want to cause a scene or anything. But
Yeah, but you don't want to
I
have a
mean,
heat stroke either.
yeah, I know I don't want a heat stroke. So, but yeah, that's the thing because so if I have my AC, and my AC is supposed to be working like it should, and I have it set to 72, it's supposed to stay at 72. Like, I mean, it
Yeah.
shouldn't go up higher than that if that's what I have it set at. Like, because I think that's the thing that's freaking me. I think that's the thing that's freaking me out is because I can go in front of my AC or one of the vents, and I can feel air coming through, but for some reason it's not spreading throughout my apartment like it should. Like right here, I'm right in front of my computer in my kitchen area, and oh my god, it's a ceiling fan from me, and that's probably most of the air that I'm feeling is from the ceiling fan only, but I'm not feeling any cool breeze or anything throughout my apartment, from my AC, which is weird.
Okay.
So I feel like it's not spreading
Where's your
throughout my
fan?
apartment. Yeah, what?
Where is your fan that your sister bought you?
Oh, it's actually in my bedroom. I mean, I know I
Okay.
probably should bring it. The thing is, my cat's in my bedroom, so I usually have it in there so it can keep him cool. But I mean, the thing is,
wait a minute. Where are you going to spend the rest of the night after you get off the computer, after you get off the stream?
well, I'm probably going to be on my computer a little bit more. But I mean, I'm probably going to be going to bed pretty soon as well. So, well, actually, I was probably going to take a shower after I get off the stream, though. But
okay, take your fan.
Yeah.
Hook it up in the hallway where the vent is.
Okay.
And turn it to where it's blowing that cold air directly at the room. And if you have a door on your bedroom, leave your door open.
Yeah. So if I have a fan, then I should have it.
Cold air it can into your room, down the hall towards your room.
Oh. So did you say unplug my fan, hook it in the hall in front of one of the vents, or?
Yes. So that it can take that air and blow it towards your bedroom to cool your bedroom off.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that may be easier to cool my bedroom off than just having the fan blow towards my bed, because that's basically where it is right now, is in front of my bed.
Yeah.
So, because that's where my cat usually is laying down anyway.
Blow some of that cold air back there, son. You're gonna burn up. Blow some of that cold air back there.
Okay. But even you still recommend that I definitely even you would tell me that I need to let them know.
Oh yeah, first thing, as soon as possible.
First, because I'm gonna definitely do that first thing in the morning and let them know, because even Emma's because otherwise, because there's no way I could survive the whole summer like this, because there's a chance. I mean, because it's basically been in the 90s almost every day for the past week and a half. And I don't know, I feel like it's going to be in the 80s and 90s probably the rest of the summer. I mean, so.
Do you have ice?
Yeah. Or in my freezer. I got some ice in there. So yeah, that's just another way that I try to keep cool. So I still I have these little alternatives to keep me cool for a little bit, but it's very temporary. I don't really have anything to keep me cool permanently, if that makes sense. So.
Okay. Hang on.
Okay. But yeah, that's one reason why I have my washcloth. I would take it and get it wet with cold water, and then I'll just wipe my face with it and everything, and my legs. And, I mean, it is getting that hot. I mean, it just sucks because
He's in his room. Okay. Let me show you something now. We have several bowls about this size.
Yeah.
My son will put one in the freezer, fill it full of water, and put it in the freezer, and let it freeze into one solid chunk of ice.
Yeah.
He then takes it into his bedroom.
Yeah.
Sets it in front of his fan and lets it blow across the top of it, so it blows that cool air coming off that ice right at his bed.
Oh my God. That is so genius. I wish, this may sound crazy, Trish. I wish I had met you and your son, like, I don't know, like 7, 8 years ago. Like, I don't know if he was doing it back then, but like 8 years ago, I probably would have needed that advice, because 8 years ago, my sisters and like my family and I were all living in a house that was always hot in the summer and cold in the winter, because the wall, like, AC units we had was very cheap made. Like I told you, I think I mentioned this, like, or we had a landlord that was a cheapskate. He would buy the cheapest thing, and it wouldn't be able to handle, like, so I mean, like, we literally had to rely on fans and stuff like that living in the house to keep us cool, because the small like AC units that we had, because it wasn't like central heat and air or anything. Like, we literally had like the whole like outside units, if that makes sense.
Wild Bill's comment.
Oh yeah, she said blow.
Oh, that's not better.
I bet you want to blow Wild Bill a second.
You have ice trays that you can make ice in.
Yeah, well, that's actually one of the things I was talking about when you said, "Do I have ice?" I mean, although I will be going to the store in a couple of days, I was thinking about buying like a bag of ice.
Yeah,
as crazy as it sounds.
Get you a couple bags, put it in your freezer.
Yeah.
Take the ice tray and pop the ice out of it and put it in a bowl.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Take it in your room. Let the fan blow across it.
Or you could just sleep naked.
Yeah, or you could sleep naked.
Well, there you go. Or both. I mean, you know, best of both worlds.
I mean, not that you didn't know that, but I'll be honest with you, that was actually one of the things I was doing like a week ago because it was so hot. Or basically be in my underwear. That's another reason why, because I know sometimes you'd be streaming, Trish, or Wild Bill would be or something, and I'm like, I don't even know if I could put on a shirt to join you on camera. I think I might just stay in the comments so I could be butt-ass naked behind the screen or something.
Yeah. Well, you can always come on camera without. We can always come on camera, Alvin, without putting the shirt on, because you can always just not turn your camera on.
Oh yeah,
and,
yeah.
I thought we can still hear you. We just won't be able to see you in all of your glory.
Yeah, sexy glory, babe. Yeah. I mean, but yeah, it's just. But yeah, I've thought about that. I mean, I don't know if you. I mean. I know Trish sometimes does that. She'll turn off her camera like whenever she's eating while being on camera, because you don't want people to watch you eat.
Watch me eat.
Yeah.
I'm a messy eater, okay?
Oh, okay. But yeah, I can definitely understand that, because sometimes we'd be like, where'd Trish go? I mean, but you'll like still be there, but it'd just be like your picture or something.
Mm-hmm.
And
those creepy eyes, as Robert.
Yeah, the creepy eyes. Yeah. Well, I think that's the thing that just freaks us out, because it's just eyes. It's like, where's the rest of the face? When you just say eyes, sometimes it's like looking into the eyes, or the eyes are looking into yours, and they're like looking into your soul or something. Like they turn it to like something creepy, like I see you, I'm looking inside you. Like, I mean, like it's just our minds make it that eyes by themselves are creepy or something. But I don't know.
Robbie was playing the best game statue ever.
Yeah.
Or is it called Mannequin?
Yeah, Mannequin. Yeah.
Mannequin Challenge.
Yeah, the Mannequin Challenge.
Kind of reminds me of that story I wrote that time, A Good Night for a Walk. And it was those eyes, those glowing red eyes.
Oh yeah, glowing red eyes.
Oh yeah.
I'll be honest with you, like, one thing I always find funny when we talk about like red eyes is like when Halloween's coming around, and then you're like putting out your decorations, Trish, and you always have that rat with the beady red eyes.
Oh yeah.
I was like that. It's become like an iconic ice pin screen Halloween decoration. If that makes sense. Like you always have to have the because even when you did your last tutorial like Halloween video last year or something like around your apartment, I think you mentioned like and here's Alvin's favorite
Oh, yes,
the rat with the beady red eyes. Because I talk about it a lot. That's probably the decoration, your Halloween decoration I talk about the most. So like here's Alvin's favorite.
Oh yeah, gotta give you a shout out.
Yeah, gotta give you a shout out.
I don't know what I'm gonna be for Halloween this year.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I'll be a naked porn star instead of a co-star.
Ooh.
Nice. Can I volunteer as tribute?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But no, it's hopefully now my internet will work right. But
Yeah, what? Is it still freaking out and screwing with you?
yeah,
Goku.
Yeah.
you know what's funny though? I look at I was talking to somebody the other day at work because now we got those mask passes. We no longer have to wear a mask at work.
Yeah.
And there's a buddy of mine, and he's got a beard about like mine and everything. And some people joke at us about being twins or whatever, right? And I was like, I said, it's funny because I look around the plant and stuff most of the time. And we're about the only. I mean, there's a few other people around there that have beards, but they're nothing like us. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, like, damn, I said, weren't they? I wonder if they damn had this mask pass thing for so long and see if maybe people around here would shave their beards up or whatever right here. I wonder if they had one of those complex of like, a toxic masculinity shit. I looked at them and said, I ain't fucking shaving mine. I'm trimming it a little bit if it gets kind of crazy a little bit. I might trim it up a little bit, but I ain't gonna shave it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
That's bullshit anyway.
Bullshit. Yeah, just the way you just like said that, just with no hesitation.
It just is. I'm sorry, but toxic masculinity, kiss my ass.
Yeah. It's
The
just
more feminine men.
He fired up again. I had no nicotine voice.
the nicotine voice.
The nicotine, yeah. But yeah, it's crazy. Oh, it was funny today. We went out. We were in town, and we stopped off at Burger King and got some food. And you know how most of those places are nowadays. They have a drink fountain like thing. Select whatever drink you want. My dad's like, good. I'm glad they got more Coke, more choices than Coke, because I ain't drinking that woke crap.
Oh my God! Did you actually?
Yeah, my dad actually said that. He's like, I ain't drinking that woke crap.
That's funny.
Right, I'd rather have a Dr. Pepper anyway.
Yeah.
What's that?
I would rather have a Dr. Pepper anyway.
Yeah. Dr. Pepper. Dr. Peppermint.
Yeah, I've got to go through a load of laundry in, or I'm gonna have to walk around naked tomorrow, and Son will not be happy with that at all.
Well, damn.
No, he doesn't like to see his mother naked, That's cool.
Come hang out with friends or something.
Happy about it?
Oh, nice.
Well, that.
No, Bill wants a volunteer as tribute for you.
Oh, yeah.
You can always send some photos if you want.
Ah.
Yeah, baby.
I'm going to go through a load of laundry if I can get to the laundromat without being to buy a tweak. It's okay. I'm carrying
Oh my God.
but I will take myself off screen
Yeah.
While I
Okay.
but,
So you are gonna be back and everything, or?
yeah, but I'll be in the comments unless I decide to come back on screen with you because I usually have to make 3 or 4 trips and I hate to have to keep Lynn like that.
Oh, okay.
But I will definitely be in the comments if I'm nowhere else.
Okay.
All
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, I know the mic is still working. All right. Before I shut the page down. That way I
Oh, okay.
Oh, I smell fish. And it's gross. And it's not me. Because I took a shower.
Oh, damn.
Oh, right. I forgot you guys can still hear me. Oopsie.
Yeah, I mean, oopsie daisy. And then where'd Bill go? Well, Billy Goat. And he went. But damn, now it's just mine. Wonder where Wild Bill went. Oh, there. Welcome back, Wild Bill.
All right, Alvin, I'm gonna go ahead and let you know before my internet comes back out. I'm gonna go ahead and go too, buddy, because my internet is just acting ass tonight. So
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go ahead, but I'm gonna try to keep watching in the on my phone if I can.
Oh, okay.
All right, buddy. You have a good night. All right.
Okay. Good night, Wild Bill.
All right. Bye.
And welcome back, Wild Woman. Even Country Fred said, damn all to hell. And yeah, stupid internet. But yeah, sorry for not like talking much. I don't really know what much more to talk about. But yeah, I'm glad that I guess Trish and Wild Bill were able to be on screen for a little bit. I may do another special stream sometime within the next week or two. I always say special because there was some things I probably wanted to talk about or cover, but I mean, as crazy as it sounds, because I know not everybody can be here and everything, but there is a stream or like some topics in mind that I would really like to be able to cover when Elsa can actually be here, because I know she couldn't be here tonight because she was too tired of course, and I mean I totally understand, but yeah, I just thought I would mention that now that there may be a kind of a part 2 to the stream, just only because because I wanted to I guess show you guys a few home videos and maybe a couple more videos of Boots that I didn't actually put in the video tribute that I made for him earlier. In fact, if anyone was curious about the thumbnail, that was actually an image that I came close to putting in my video tribute for Boots, but I think I may use it for another video because believe it or not, I'm thinking about doing another video tribute. So not just for Boots particularly, but possibly maybe just a video tribute remembering pets that my family and I have had over the years, but mostly the ones that have passed on and everything. So, so yeah, I just thought I'd mention that now, so you're not like caught off guard if I do another stream talking about like my family's cat boots or just any cat in general. Because the reason why I know I talked a lot about Boots lately, mostly because he recently was one who passed away, but he was definitely a very special cat in our lives. Like, it's because of Boots. Like, I mean, so there's some stories I want to tell you guys about Boots, and I really want Elsa to be here when when I tell them, only because I know Elsa could probably understand. Even like I know I'm like giving her a lot of shout outs just recently, but I know she doesn't like cats, but I know she's had pets in the past. I mean, she's had dogs, so I mean, there's some stories I could probably tell you guys about Boots that I mean, some of you guys may even can relate to any of your own pets, whether it's a cat or a dog that you've had over the years, who have passed on. Um, yeah. I was gonna do a tribute, but yeah, I mean, I just wanted to like mention that now, Trish, just so it's not like I'm just not gonna be talking about this stuff. It's just, but yeah, I mean, I do definitely want to do a stream sometime, like telling stories and everything. The reason why is just, I mean, I know I've already been streaming for like 2 hours, and I probably need to take a cold shower soon. So I mean, I don't want to keep you guys like too much longer. I mean, I'm probably still gonna stream for the next like 20 minutes or so. I mean to make it like 2.5 hours, or maybe I can make it to 3 hours. I mean, it just depends. I thought I'd mention that now, just so if certain things I say, or if there's some things I end up not saying tonight, it's mostly because I'm probably waiting for another day or something. Not to mention, it probably doesn't help that my AC is like not working as good as it should, or my apartment's as warm as it is. Like, I don't know. I feel like I definitely want, like as Wild Bill would say, I want like air conditioning and decent conditions when I do a stream talking about certain things, or going over like really being passionate about things I want to talk about. Yeah. Okay. Okay, no problem. Trish, I'll be right here. But yeah, I hope you be back. But yeah, it's just I can't wait to really tell you guys some stories of my life. Like that's actually one of the things I want to get into, like when it comes to streaming. Like I want to do a stream like once every week or every 2 weeks, where I actually just tell you guys about something, like some experience I've been through, or like at least make that the main topic of the stream, if that makes sense. Like even Elsa, this was like a couple years ago when I started streaming. Actually, when Elsa actually gave me the idea of possibly whenever I do a stream, I could like just think about a year in my like from my childhood or throughout my life, and just talk about memories I have from that year, since I'm so good at remembering dates anyway, or having memories from like what was my favorite movies that came out that year or something, or what memories do I remember from my childhood from that year, like because I did a stream like that before where I think I was talking about 2004 specifically. So. Oh yeah, welcome back, Wild Bill. And I know that. See, that's the thing. Like, I feel really close to like all you guys, but the main reason why, I mean, just when I do a stream, I guess it's not that I expect, but maybe I just hope that certain people from our group is there when I stream, only because I know because I like your guys' input on certain things I say or certain things I talk about. Like, for example, the main reason why I want Elsa there when I talk about, like, I don't know, my childhood or like a family pet or something that we had that recently passed away or something. I think maybe it's because I know that Elsa can relate to things like that, like losing a pet or like even the fact that she lost her mom like just a couple years before I did. So, I mean that I lost mine. So maybe and so that's the only reason. So I try to relate to all you guys, and I think that's just one of the connections I feel like I've had with Elsa over the last few years, and since today we are technically this week. I know I already did my friend anniversary surprise for Trish and you guys last week. Um, actually, I think it would be this week that I just like this week 4 years ago. Yeah, 4 years ago, this week would have been when I just first discovered Trish's channel because I'm probably gonna say this again. Like, I don't know if Trish is still here listening, but I was gonna say that today actually is an anniversary because Shania Twain actually posted about it or tweeted about it earlier today. But today actually marks 4 years since Shania released her comeback single, "Life's About to Get Good." It's hard to believe that that song is 4 years old today. And it's mostly because of that song, that one song, "Life's About to Get Good," why I discovered Trish's channel. I mean, I probably would have eventually discovered Trish's channel anyway. I mean, since she talked about Shania Twain, if Shania released something and I was still curious, like looking for people doing Shania Twain reviews or talking about Shania's like comeback or something. I mean, even if that happened a little bit later, I probably still would have found Trish's channel eventually. I feel like it was almost destiny to find her channel. As crazy as it sounds, like in a way that makes sense with the whole theory that everything happens for a reason. That there's a reason why all of us are friends, if that makes sense, and that all of us found each other in a way, or own family now. But yeah, I think it was for all of us. Yeah, that's true, Wild Bill. But yeah, it's just so I guess that's another thing I kind of celebrate today was 4 years ago. I mean, something happened that eventually led me to find Trish's channel, which was Shania Twain releasing her comeback single. But yeah, it's just I don't know. It's just we've been through a lot. I feel like we've been through a lot together over the last 4 years, and we've kind of. I mean, we've been there for each other for the last 4 years as well. Despite everything we've been through, with all the trolling, all the gossip, I guess, and all the chaos that each of us goes on. I mean, has to deal with on a daily basis throughout our lives, whether it's our home lives or online lives. So. Yeah, I'm finally glad it's starting to get a little bit cooler. Like, it's still pretty hot and everything. It's just because it's like starting to get dark. Like, the temp dropped maybe like a few degrees, and so I don't know, I'm starting to like feel it. Like I was like, it's not as hot as it was, but it's still pretty hot. So yeah, I'm definitely still gonna let them know my AC's still not fixed. Like something's definitely wrong. My apartment's not getting as cool as it should. But yeah, I wonder what. I mean, well, I already know where Trishy wish she went. I just wondering when she's gonna be back. But yeah. Hmm. But yeah, I want to make sure I get this AC problem fixed, like completely first. Like I know for a fact my AC is working before I start to really focus on, I don't know, streaming again or something or scheduling another stream, like to kind of, I mean, like I said, like a part two, because I was thinking about doing a part two of the stream eventually, but I was like, I want to schedule it for a time that hopefully Elsa can actually be there. I mean, then if that makes sense, because I know she was too tired tonight and everything, and that's fine. Like, it's been a pretty crazy day for me, even though I haven't really done much. I've just been home, but it just feels crazy, maybe because of how hot it's been getting in my apartment. I don't know. Okay, well, see you later, Wild Bill. Good night, and I guess I'll see you around. I mean, I don't know if you're gonna be there for Trisha Streams Wednesday or Thursday, but hopefully we can still do our album review on Saturday. If everybody's showing up to it. In fact, like, I mean, I know I've still been like, I've already listened to the album a few times already, but yeah, hopefully I'll get my AC fixed tomorrow, like for sure, and then I can really focus on getting ready for the review, like actually listening to each individual song from the album, like on repeat a few times, so I can like know exactly what I want to say and how I want to rate this song, things like that. So, okay, welcome back, Wild Woman. But yeah, Trish, I just wanted to say, like, because I know that, like I said I was gonna like schedule like a part two of, well, kind of my topic for tonight stream, like a part two eventually, like within the next week or two. But I said I wanted to like focus mostly on getting my AC fixed first before I do that, so I know for a fact I'm not going to be miserable. See, that's another reason why I just don't feel as motivated to really talk about certain things tonight, because I'm like kind of miserable at the moment. But at the same time, I mean, I'm glad that you guys showed up. We were talking a little bit about certain things and everything, and but yeah, I was also mentioning just a few minutes ago, Trish, that I know that I did my like whole friend anniversary surprise for you and the Tripsters last week on Monday, but technically this week actually would mark our 4-year friend anniversary, Trish. Like, it's because today actually is an anniversary, because Shania Twain actually tweeted about it earlier, that today marks 4 years since she released her comeback single, Life's About to Get Good, and it's all because of that one song that I first found your channel, Trish. So, like, big thanks to Shania Twain, and I mean, I probably would have found your channel eventually, Trish. I mean, since you covered Shania Twain, only because Shania was bound to eventually release something, and I probably still would have looked up YouTube videos or something, like people doing reviews or talking about Shania's comeback, because I really wanted to know what people thought when Shania made her comeback, because I know it had been so many years since Shania actually released something, and so I was curious if Shania was going to be welcomed back, as crazy as that sounds. So that may be why, how I ended up finding your channel to begin with, Trish. But I know that was like 4 years ago, so I can't remember what I was exactly looking for. But I'm pretty sure I've always loved that whenever an artist would release something, whether it was a song or a music video, or an album, I would sometimes regularly look up on YouTube, like someone reacting to that song or that music video or that album, because I love reaction channels. That's actually believe it or not, one fun fact about me. I watch a lot of reaction channels on YouTube, and so believe it or not, I actually spend a great deal of my time just watching reaction videos on YouTube. But I also like looking up reviews or like what people thought of someone's song that an artist song that they released, or an album they released, or a music video. So this is probably most likely how I first found your channel, Trish, because you had made a video about Shania Twain releasing her comeback single and everything. So, but yeah, it's hard to believe it's been 4 years ago. Oh yeah, and yeah, well, happy friend anniversary, Trish. Happy friend anniversary. Oh. But yeah, so hopefully I can get my AC fixed tomorrow, like for sure. And then, once that's taken care of, I know for a fact I'm not going to be miserable in my own apartment or something, then I'm going to be able to really focus on other things, but yeah, it's most likely going to be in July when I start doing, when I probably start making YouTube videos, actual videos, because that's what I was going to say, Trish, with that whole Tripsters Network channel idea that we had. Believe it or not, I basically kind of purchased a new video editor from where it was actually through the Microsoft Store, and I realized that this is actually really easy and simple to use. I actually used that to make the video tribute that I made for Boots, and everything. And you guys like that video, Trish. So I was thinking I could possibly take more advantage of it and make videos of things that I'm passionate about. And that's when I came up with the idea I could easily use that video editor to make videos like top 10 list videos and stuff. That, because that's another one of my favorite type of YouTube video. Besides reaction channels and reaction videos, another thing I like to watch on YouTube is when people do top 10 lists, which was the main reason why I was so passionate about it when we started doing top 10 lists earlier on your channel, Trish. In your live streams before we started doing album reviews, because I know once we started doing the album reviews, we didn't really do the top 10 lists anymore, since we were pretty much covering every single song from every single album from these artists that we were doing. So, but yeah, that's one. But yeah, I was thinking this is maybe my chance to finally make videos on things that I'm passionate about. And I definitely do. I definitely could easily make top 10 list videos and stuff. Oh yeah, thank you, Country Fan. And okay, good night, country fan. And that's right, Taylor rocks, man. Yeah, baby. But yeah, since we since we kind of came up with that Triples Network channel idea, I was thinking, since we're all going to be doing like our own individual things on that channel, I was thinking I could easily just make videos specifically just for that channel. I don't even have to upload them to like my actual like Down the DeVille Entertainment channel or any other channel that I have, or that I don't really need to like create a whole new one for something like. So I was thinking I could just do that. And I could even make it a series or something. Like if I'm doing like top tens or something, it could be like an Alvin top 10 like series or something. Like like Alvin's top 10 like number one or something. Like I say like I'm gonna like number one, number two, and but I'll also put in the title like what top 10 I'm covering, like whether it's gonna be like top 10 Reba McEntire, like my top 10 favorite Reba McEntire songs, or Alvin's top 10 Shania Twain songs or something, if that makes sense, or even Alvin's top 10 Taylor Swift songs. So yeah, so that's just an idea that I'm thinking about doing. So, But yeah, I think I'm probably gonna be wrapping up here in the next few minutes, Trish. But yeah, I've been streaming a pretty good while tonight. But yeah, thank you for showing up. And Trish, I'm gonna send you the link to the thing I was like thinking about, like that could be as motivation for, since you like quit smoking and everything. Because I didn't even think about this before, and I don't know why, but maybe it's because the lyrics, like, because it's a song, and the lyrics really got to me, and I was like, oh my god, this kind of sounds like what Trish is going through right now. In a way, like maybe this could be motivation, but it's a song that you very well much know, and I think it's pretty cool. I guess I'll end this stream by talking about a little bit of because, oh, believe it or not, it is Taylor Swift related, and I thought maybe I would share with you guys the newest Taylor Swift theory. Since I know you love the Taylor Swift theories, Trish, I guess I could share with you, because I'm not sure if you're all familiar with everything going on in the world of like the Swifties, or what Swifties are talking about lately with the whole new like Taylor Swift theories. But yeah, so I'll probably end it with that. But first, I would say that Taylor Swift was recently presented with the Songwriter Icon Award. I can't remember what award show it was, but I know it was kind of like private. But they recently uploaded like Taylor's like acceptance speech from getting the award, and the one who, but there was an artist that actually did a tribute to Taylor, like actually did like a performance of a Taylor Swift song as a tribute to her for like being like the songwriter award. And this artist is Sarah Bareilles. And I'll be honest with you, she's one of my favorite singers. See, she's another artist. I know I don't really talk about her that much because she's a pop star, and she has a lot of well-known songs. Like she has. I'm pretty sure you probably heard at least one of her songs in your lifetime, Trish, only because some of her songs were pretty popular back in like 2011, 2013. And these were songs like Love Song. She also had a song called Brave, which I think is like her biggest hit. And she has a lot of like catchy songs. One of my favorites is a song that she has called I'm Gonna Get Over You. or something like that. I think it's like I'm gonna get over you tonight or something. And then she also has a song called King of Everything, which I'll be honest with you was a song I was listening to a lot right before I broke up with my ex-boyfriend last year. Only because it basically described him, like who died and made you the king of everything. I mean, that's literally like part of the lyrics. But yeah, Sarah Bareilles did a tribute to Taylor, and she performed a song from Taylor's 1989 album, which I'm wondering, could that be another Easter egg for the 1989 Taylor's version being released soon? I mean, I don't know, but the thing is, she also mentioned Red, like Taylor's Red album, like before performing the song, because she said, because she mentioned how Sarah Bareilles actually got to perform with Taylor Swift during Taylor's Red tour. Like Taylor actually brought her on stage with her to perform her song "Brave" for Taylor's Red tour on one of the stops, and I thought that was so cool. So, but then she mentioned how she was going to perform this one song from Taylor's 1989 album, and it's the song called "Clean." And when listening to first of all, Sarah Bareilles, like her voice is just amazing, and I was like, she really is singing this song. But yeah, but listening to the song, to even her performing it and the lyrics to "Clean," I was like, huh? Like that's when I got I was like, that's a song that you should probably listen to, Trish. I mean, while quitting smoking, because it's kind of because part of the lyrics is sort of I'm finally clean, and I'm finally being able to breathe or something, which is something you kept talking about, finally being able to breathe. Does that make sense? Or because you said I'm finally drowning and I can finally breathe. I know I'm messing up the lyrics, but it's probably because I'm so hot. And I can't really think straight and everything, but I remember just listening to the lyrics and I was thinking, this could definitely be a song that you could be listen to. I was like, it would be perfect for Taylor to actually release 1989 Taylor's version right about now while you going through this, because then it would definitely give you something to focus on, so you're not thinking about how much you need a cigarette right now or something. But yeah, it really is perfect. It's that song playing, and I'll be honest with you, that's one of my favorite songs from the album, and one of the songs I'm looking forward to the most from the re-recordings. But since I got that said, yeah, and I will be sending you the links, because I don't know if you've seen them yet, but I will definitely send you the link to Taylor's acceptance speech for receiving the Songwriter Icon Award. And I'll definitely send you the link to Sarah Bareilles doing her tribute to Taylor, performing her song "Clean." Because I mean, but yeah, it's just I don't know. When I was watching that earlier, I was like, I came close to sending it to you right then after I watched it, Trish. But then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait until tonight. Tell you and everything, just because I was going to be streaming anyway. But yeah, with that said, before I start wrapping things up, I guess I would mention the latest Taylor Swift theory. And this one may have I mean, I know we say that pretty much almost every week or every month, this new Taylor Swift theory makes so much sense. It has to happen, right? But this one does make a lot of sense. Swifties are really, see, I'll be honest with you, I'm a Swiftie myself, and sometimes I figure out things, but there's other Swifties that are much better detectives than I am. So when I see them come up with theories, I mean, that one theory that I told you that I read about a couple months ago, that I thought made so much sense. That I really loved. It was one of my favorite Taylor Swift theories I ever heard, because Taylor Swift, as we know, was legally allowed to re-record her first 5 albums all over again, from her debut to 1989, and because she doesn't have the rights to, because she's got to wait 5 years since the release of Reputation to be able to re-record Reputation. So we know for a fact that she can't legally re-record Reputation until I think November 2022, which is why I'm thinking it's probably going to be like a Christmas 22 surprise, or 2022 surprise that Taylor drops when she finally does drop like the re-recording of Reputation, or it could be like a Valentine's surprise since there's a lot of love songs on the album as well, like for 2023 or something. Which would be perfect because that's my birthday. But yeah, with that said, the latest Taylor Swift theory that I read online was because I'm not sure if you knew this, Trish, but Taylor recently dropped like a summer like merchandise collection on her website, and it's called Just a Summer Thing. I know that Taylor, I don't know. I would have to check. I don't know if Taylor actually tweeted about it herself, but I know Taylor Nation did. So, and I know Taylor Nation seems to be pretty much connected with Taylor Swift in some way. Not to mention they have a check mark, a verification check mark next to the name. So, so they're pretty much just like as legit as like Taylor Swift's actual Twitter account. But yeah, they made a reference to like there was like a summer merchandise collection that Taylor just released on her website, and on each item that she released, it literally says EST, which stands for established, and then it says 1989. Now I know it's a little bit on the nose, I guess, like 1989 and everything, but because Taylor Swift was, it could just be that Taylor Swift was born in 1989. That could just be it. But a lot of fans think that may be an Easter egg that's also referring to the album, and that's going to be the next album Taylor releases. For the Taylor's versions. But I think there's like more to it and everything. Not to mention, some of the merchandise, some of the design, or like some of the colors on the designs, like for like handbags and stuff, because I think there was like a summer like Taylor Swift handbag or something. Some of the markings or some of the coloring on it really resembles Taylor Swift's like seagull shirt that she had wore like on the cover of the original 1989 album, which made some other Swifties think that it's another Easter egg to Taylor releasing 1989 soon. So that could be it, but I think the biggest, now this isn't really an Easter egg, this is more of just a theory, only because I know I've been talking like today's like Boots' birthday and everything, because it's a friendly cat, but there's a certain person's birthday coming up this Friday, and it would be perfect, just so perfect, for Taylor to release something this Friday. Oh my God! When I read this, someone that has pretty much impacted Taylor's life over the last 5 years or so, or even longer, that impacted her actually in a bad way. It's one of the most hated people in the Swiftie community, if that makes sense. Basically, long story short, this Friday is Scooter Braun's birthday. Taylor Swift should definitely release one of her re-recordings on his birthday as a big FU to him. I just think it would be so funny. I know Taylor's not going to say this or anything, like most likely, but here's a message to Taylor. It's okay to be petty. for this Friday. Like, you should definitely like do something like like even on your enemy's birthday, like just drop something. Especially since, I mean, 1989 was one of the albums that he basically stole from her. So, I mean, it would just be perfect. So, I mean, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I kind of want to put that out there in the universe. I want to manifest that so bad, like that Taylor's going to release something this Friday. But I didn't realize that. But yeah, Scooter Braun's birthday is June 18th, and I know I shouldn't even be name dropping him right now since he's like, as Taylor would say, like sticking her tongue out like, eh. But yeah, I just thought I would mention that. It would be perfect. I mean, it's also a Friday, the day that new music is released. So, I mean, it just would be perfect. See, that's another reason why I wanted to like talk about this. I mean, I know you're like the only one that would understand, Trish, since you're a Swiftie like me, and there's not many people in our group that even like Taylor. So, but yeah. But yeah, I knew you would definitely agree, Trish. That's why I definitely just wanted to mention that tonight. That was one thing I wanted to specifically talk about or mention tonight during my stream was, since I was going to be streaming tonight anyway, I was like, because we know Taylor, anything Taylor does is definitely not a coincidence, and you definitely know Taylor thinks about things far enough and like ahead, like she knows. She will actually pick certain dates to release something. I mean, because she knows not that it would like cause controversy or anything, but she knows that it would be definitely talked about, and there was like definitely a reason behind it. Like she will either pick a date that equals up to 13, since that's her favorite number. Like if you add up the numbers or something of that date and it adds up to 13, then you definitely know she'll probably pick that date to release something or to announce something. But other than that, she'll probably pick a date of someone's birthday. I mean, not to get political or anything, but I know that not all of us like agree on politics and everything, but I did also want to mention that yesterday, June 14th, was actually Donald Trump's birthday, the former president and everything. And some Swifties mentioned how yesterday was also the 2-year anniversary of when Taylor released You Need to Calm Down, because believe it or not, Taylor Swift literally released You Need to Calm Down on Donald Trump's birthday. And I know like we don't like when artists like bring politics into things and everything, but I just thought I would mention that fun fact. Just to also point out that Taylor has released something before on someone's birthday specifically because she knew it was their birthday. And so I was like, it'd be perfect for definitely Scooter Braun, since we know what kind of person he is and his history with Taylor. So I just thought it'd be perfect this Friday. Not to mention, we haven't really heard much from Taylor. Like, I mean, we see her tweet every now and then, and she had been very active on Twitter like a week or two ago. But that also kind of led me to think maybe she actually has done re-recording like another album or something, and maybe she's gonna release it soon. Oh, which actually brings me to the other theory. That's kind of like another theory that kind of adds into the whole theory of Taylor releasing one of her re-recordings on like Scooter Braun's birthday or something, or even just releasing the 1989 Taylor's version next. The other theory is maybe Taylor's planning on doing a surprise drop soon. And the reason why she's been so silent lately, like instead of just like after Fearless Taylor's version came out, instead of just going straight onto like announcing she's going to release this next album next, and it's going to come out in like 2 months later or something. Instead of like jumping right into that, and why she's been silent over the last or pretty much 2 months, except for her few appearances at like award shows, like accepting an award or basically like being active on Twitter or something. We haven't really heard much from her. And the other theory basically is that Taylor may be doing a surprise double album drop. Like maybe she's going to release 1989 and Red both at the like around the same time or very close together. Like maybe she's re-recorded both of those albums. And that, but I feel like that would be a lot if she actually dropped 2 re-recorded albums at the same time. In a way, I wouldn't be surprised, but at the same time, I would be hella surprised. But I mean, I think it'd be pretty cool. I mean, it's definitely something Taylor's never done before. Drop 2 albums at the same time, so it could be something she's capable of. Maybe she's thought about it. I mean, you definitely know how she likes to surprise her fans. I know the fans already like came up with this theory, but maybe one of these theories that I've mentioned tonight, or even over the last month or 2, is actually right in some way. Like maybe the Swifties are still onto something. Well, thank you, Rabbit. I didn't even. Yeah, I got my hair cut like a couple weeks ago, so I'll be honest with you, I don't really like having long hair. I mean, sometimes I'll let it grow out during the winter only because it's cold anyway, so I'm not like having to worry about like sweating or things like that. So what I usually do is to let my hair grow out during the winter or maybe like the fall, winter months. But then I like to get my hair cut like during the spring and summer because I like my head to be as cool as possible during the summer. And with long, shaggy hair or something, I just don't really like. I don't even really like the feel of like hair on the back of my neck, especially when it's so hot and humid anyway. That's another thing. If I had long hair right now, I don't know how much I'd be able to handle like this heat in my apartments. I mean, since my AC isn't working like it should. Hmm. Hmm. But yeah, I hope you. But yeah, Trish, I hope you liked the Taylor Swift theories that I mentioned tonight. I'm hoping one of them's true. I mean, I'm pretty sure the theory of what the next re-recorded album's going to be is right. I mean that because Taylor has dropped so many Easter eggs over the last 2 months, and like 1989 is like all over the place if you think about it. She's like hinting at this album a lot, which brings me also to the double album theory again. Is some Swifties are also convinced that Taylor's been dropping a lot of like Red Easter eggs as well, which is probably why they think that maybe both albums are coming soon. I mean, we know Red's gonna come eventually, but I don't know the thought of her dropping both at once. I mean, as crazy as it sounds, I mean, it seems kind of far-fetched, but at the same time, you never know with Taylor. Because it's Taylor fucking Swift. So I mean, but I'm still hoping one of the theories is right and that we definitely get something new from Taylor soon. And that's why I'm glad you loved them, Trish. So yeah, I just thought I'd mention that since I mean, 'cause this may sound crazy, and I don't want to sound like I'm like one of those desperate fans or anything. I mean, although maybe I am kind of bored and just like really looking forward to Taylor releasing something new again. Like, because we know more re-recorded albums should definitely be coming within the next like few months or throughout the whole next year, pretty much. But believe it or not, almost every week I look up on Twitter what people are saying. Like, I mean, I would literally even look up 1989 Taylor's version to see if there's any Easter eggs I missed by Taylor or what Swifties were thinking. Because maybe some other Swifties came up with a theory of when Taylor's gonna, because I mean a lot of Swifties are already tweeting about how I'm so convinced that 1989 Taylor's version is gonna be released soon, and the thing is like we know Taylor's pattern of releasing or making announcements and releasing albums over the last year or so since Folklore. She's announced the albums on a Thursday and then released either the album that night at midnight, like for Friday, or release like the first single from that album, like Folklore and Evermore, for example. She announced the albums on a Thursday and then released them that Friday. And then with Fearless Taylor's version, she announced Fearless Taylor's version on Thursday, and then later that night she released Love Story, Taylor's version. This was like right before my birthday. It was like a special Valentine's Day surprise. So that's the only reason why Swifties have come up with these theories. Like they're like this Thursday, I know for sure we're gonna get an announcement. Like this Thursday for real this time. Like it makes it seem like the Swifties are like a joke at this point, since we like a lot of Swifties have been wrong last month or so because we thought Taylor was going to make some kind of announcement over the last month, and she hasn't. So maybe that's why. Maybe that also would go into the whole maybe possibly double album theory or something. Maybe Taylor is planning a really big surprise for her next announcement. So yeah. Oh, okay, Trish. Well, I'm getting ready to wrap up anyway. Yeah, I just saw your message, so I'm probably getting ready to wrap up. But I'm glad you heard most of what I was talking about. So, but yeah, I'm probably gonna like call it a night. I've been streaming for like 3 hours now, so yeah, it's been a pretty long night. Especially long for me since I don't got a working AC at the moment, so which really sucks. I shouldn't even be saying that because I literally got it fixed yesterday. So I don't know what happened, what's wrong. But maybe it is a Freon thing. Okay, well, have a good night and try to say go. Okay, thank you, Trish. I was just waiting to see if you were still there because I didn't know if you took off yet. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up. But yeah, thank you for showing up to my stream tonight. I will possibly be doing a part 2 of this stream eventually within the next week or two. I'll say part 2 because I may do want to talk about some of the things I originally was going to talk about tonight, but I would like to do it a night that certain people from Apostasy can actually be here, if that makes sense. And I want to be in better conditions than I am, or decent conditions, as Wild Bill would say, like having a working AC and everything. So I don't have anything else distracting me from when I'm going to be talking about that night. So yeah, I just thought I'd mention that. So yeah, it's been your favorite Chipmunk Boy, Alvin here. Thank you for anyone who showed up in my stream. Thank you to Trish and Wild Bill for being on the screen with me. And for anyone who showed up in the comments, we're pretty much Trish and Country Fan and Wild Bill after he had left, being on camera and everything. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me for now. Don't forget to say giggity, everybody, and remember, as I always say, Taylor rocks, man. And for us true Swifties, Taylor, please release something soon. Possibly this Friday on your enemy's birthday. That would be the perfect petty thing for you to do. Just saying. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. For now, I am mucking out, players. And peace out. And again, happy birthday or happy heavenly birthday to my family's cat Boots. We miss you, Beauty Boy. You always meant something to us. But yeah. Good night, everybody.